When it's time to start Medicare, we have to get our ducks in a row and make sure that we get things done in the time frame that they need to be done, because there can be consequences if we don't set things up correctly and during the period of time that we need to do it. And there are different scenarios, actually quite a few different scenarios for coming into Medicare. I'm going to go through that right now. I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video. I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices. I can absolutely help you as well. We're here to help. If you have questions, just give us a call. There's no cost to you to allow us to help you. So hopefully you'll do that and take advantage of my information. Got a lot of videos. I've got a book you can download, things to help you get into and get through Medicare just to make your life easier. So right now we're going to talk about starting Medicare. And first thing to know, it's not always at age 65. The majority do come into Medicare at age 65, but a lot of people continue to work past age 65. They stay on their employer coverage and then they come into Medicare when they retire. So we're going to go through a couple of different scenarios. So when you're turning 65 and you're going to come into Medicare, so if you've already retired or if you work for a small employer under 20 employees and your benefits aren't great, you want to come into Medicare. And it's actually very good once you get in. It's very good health insurance going forward. We just need to set it up correctly. So coming in at age 65, you have a window, and the window's too big. It's 7 months. It's 3 months before your 65th birthday month, 3 months after, and that month that you turn 65. But you want to do this stuff in the 3 months before you turn 65, preferably at least 2 months before you turn 65, so you don't have to rush and stress and figure out everything at the last minute. Just start early and get it done. Now, if you're already retired and you're drawing Social Security, your Medicare is likely going to start automatically, Part A and Part B. They're going to start it because they realize that you're likely retired, so you're obviously coming into Medicare. If you are not drawing Social Security, you need to initiate your Medicare Part B. That's the trigger that gets everything going. And I made a URL. You can do it online. It's really not complicated. I made a URL to make it easy for you. It's www.startpartb.com. If you go there, it's going to take you to the page on the Medicare website where you start your Medicare Part B. It should also include Medicare Part A at the same time, but B is the one that kind of triggers everything. So that gets you into Medicare. You're going to pick your date that you're going to come. It's going to start on the first day of the month that you turn age 65. That's assuming you weren't born on the first day of the month. If you were born on the first day of the month, it's going to start the first day of the previous month. So there's a reason to also get it done early, because this may jump ahead 30 days if you are born on the first of the month. But most people, obviously, born in the middle of the month, it's going to start on the first day of that month. So do it a couple of months ahead of time. Just makes your life that much easier. And then once you get Part B initiated, then you got a lot more decisions to make. You got to choose whether you're going to go on Medicare Advantage or you're going to stay with original Medicare. Part A, Part B, you'll likely have a Medicare supplement plan, a Medigap plan that covers the things that A and B do not. And obviously in my videos, I'm no fan of Medicare Advantage. I would certainly encourage you to stay with original Medicare if at all possible. It's just really good coverage, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. You don't have to jump through all the hoops and do all the things that Medicare Advantage requires of you. And with original Medicare, you go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country that takes Medicare. You don't have restrictions. So that's why I like original Medicare with a supplement, certainly what I'll have, and I'm not too far away. I'm coming up pretty quickly, but it's just the way you'll want your health care to go in the future, especially as we need things more as we get going. So you got to get your Part B initiated. It's going to also bring along Part A. Then you have that decision to make. If you choose Medicare Advantage, you're going to have a whole lot more choices on finding the right Medicare Advantage plan. If you choose original Medicare, then we got to figure out the correct Medicare supplement plan, either a Plan G, a Plan N. You've heard all this stuff probably before, but that's what we do. We help put all that together, make sure we get all your pieces in the right places so you don't have any penalties, you don't have any delays, everything goes exactly the way it's supposed to go. So certainly give us a call, visit MedicareOnVideo.com. We just take all the stress right out of it for you. Now, if you're going to continue working past age 65, perfectly okay. A lot of people do that. And if you have good group health insurance, then you're going to want to stay on that good group health insurance until it's time to retire. And then when you do retire, 68, 78, 88, whatever it may be, then you're going to come into Medicare. You're going to have the same scenario that you had when you turn in 65 coming into Medicare, but there are a couple of more steps. So number one, you're going to need what's called an employer coverage form. And that form is a CMS L564 form. This form has to be filled out by your employer showing that you had creditable coverage up until the time that you retired. So your group health insurance, you have to prove that you've had it or you will have a penalty coming in on your Medicare Part B. But it's not that complicated, but also depends on your HR department. Some are quick, some aren't very quick. So you need to get that to them ahead of time. This poses some problems generally because you're pretty much saying, I'm going to retire, so I need you to fill out this form. A lot of people haven't necessarily made that announcement yet, but you have to get this form filled out and goes into Medicare. Now, a lot of times after age 65, you also can't do it online. You have to contact Social Security. Social Security is where you initiate Medicare. Makes a lot of sense, right? But that's where it happens. So my best advice to you is find your local Social Security office, give them a call. They may want you to make an appointment and actually physically come in, and that appointment can be weeks away. So again, we need to do this very early so that our Medicare starts on the day that we're going to want it to start, whatever it may be in the future. So when you're going to retire and you're going to end your group health insurance, the first of the month that happens, that's when you're going to want to have your Medicare starting. And then you got the same choices, just like turning 65, Medicare Advantage, original Medicare with a supplement plan, all that kind of stuff goes together. But just my best advice to you is just get it rolling early. The earlier you do, you really can't do it too early. Start looking, even if you're a year away from going into Medicare, start getting familiar with it so that you understand it when it's time. And again, that's what we do, is we help make that transition as easy as possible, zero cost to you to let us help you. And I'm happy to do it. I've helped thousands of people get into Medicare and get in the right way. Super happy people. They're doing exactly it the way that they want to do it. And that's exactly what we try to accomplish. So I hope you found this helpful. Give us a call, visit my website. We'll walk you right through it. Have a fantastic day.